And we begin on this Tuesday night with this live look outside. We are saying farewell to the warm temperatures. We almost got to 70 today. Thursday, we're not even going to be close to that. Thanks for inviting us in. It's 11 o'clock, and Angela's going to hear and tell us that the temperature swing is about to begin.
Yeah, you mentioned near 70.
Right.
Thursday, not like that at all.
Okay.
We're going to feel like 20.
Oh,
so
gosh.
That's a 50-degree swing
Right.
from 70 to feeling like
Right.
20. Oh, we're going to walk you through the changes. The cooler air starting to move in now. Temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s. We will see these numbers for highs tomorrow with a rain chance. You can see rain and snow developing out to our west. It's this area of rain in the eastern sections of Iowa, northern Missouri that will gain a little bit of strength and move our way overnight. This is 4 a.m. tomorrow as sunrise gets underway with Chuck and Lindsay. They'll be tracking the arrival of the rain that will have an impact toward the end of the Wednesday morning drive. That moves out, and then we brace ourselves for snow chances, and yes, that is on the way. I'll have how much will fall in a few minutes.
All right, Angela, we'll see you in a little bit. And now to alarming new numbers of people hit by cars here in Indianapolis. So far this year, nearly 800 people have been struck. 38 have been killed. Our Chase Howell talked to the family of a man who died crossing the street Friday afternoon.
While Theodore Taylor's sons didn't want to go on camera, they tell me their dad was an amazing artist, but an even better father. They also tell me that police told them that a woman failed to yield while their father was crossing here at 25th and MLK when he was hit. Taylor would later die at the hospital the very next day.
Some are calling it a crisis across Indianapolis.
We were tracking the data last year, and we got to the end of the year, and it was, obviously pretty bad. But this year has just blown that, sadly, out of the water.
Pedestrians and cyclists getting hit by cars at a rate we've never seen.
We're averaging right now 2.4 people struck each and every single day.
Eric Holt is the president of Indy Pedestrian Safety Crisis. He says so far in November, 2 people have been killed from getting hit by a car.
We have had a number of months that have had, 5, 6, 7 people killed in a month. So 2 right now is on the lower side of what we've seen.
On Holt's website, it shows hot spots where people are most commonly hit. Holt says 25th and MLK, where Taylor was hit, isn't one of those areas. But there's one zone that sticks out.
Washington Street last year had a full 10% of all of the incidents that we tracked across the entire city just on Washington Street. So it was something like 683 total incidents and 68 of them being on Washington.
So how do this year's numbers compare to those in 2023? Well, according to Holt, last year there were 684 pedestrian vehicle accidents. 47 of them were fatal. Now, so far this year, there's been 783 pedestrian vehicle accidents, 38 of which were fatal.
Out of curiosity, I asked Holt why we keep seeing this increase year after year of people getting hit. And while he says his data doesn't show him that, he believes it's an infrastructure issue. But what he does know, he says, is that pedestrians need to have their head on a swivel and drivers need to be looking out on the road. Reporting here in Indianapolis, Chase Howell, 13 News.
Right now, a Vision Zero task force is working to keep pedestrians and bicyclists safe in our city. This group was approved by the City County Council earlier this year. They met for the first time in October. The goal is to eliminate traffic fatalities by 2035. A first draft of an action plan is expected next year. That task force next meeting is scheduled for December. A man was just sentenced after police raided a sex trafficking operation here in Indianapolis. Police tonight are telling us it was linked to a gang based in Venezuela.
Anything else you want to tell the judge?
Know that I'm sorry for everything that's happened. I appreciate everything you're doing for me. And the lawyer here too.
30-year-old Alejandro Santiago accepted a plea deal back in September, admitting to 1 count of promoting prostitution. He was arrested at a home near 30th and Eagledale Drive. Investigators tell us a teen girl told neighbors that she and other women were being held and trafficked at that house. During questioning, Santiago admitted he was running the prostitution house. The judge sentenced Santiago to 2 years in prison and 2 years of probation. Tonight, 4 people are under arrest connected to the shooting death of a high school football player in southern Indiana. 18-year-old Bryce Gerlach was killed last month in New Albany, Indiana. He was attending Harvest Homecoming. Police say Gerlach and 2 others injured in that shooting were innocent bystanders. Investigators say the shooting was outside the homecoming event in a parking area. They say there was an argument between a couple of groups of people leading to the gunfire. Tonight, 2 men are charged with murder. 2 other men are facing preliminary murder counts but have not been formally charged. Here's a look at the other stories making headlines right now. Tonight, we know the name of the Decatur Township teacher critically injured in a crash with a semi. That wreck happened near Decatur Central High School yesterday morning. Tonight, the school district tells us the teacher's name is Aiden Cross Elmquist, saying his students known him as Mr. Cross. Police believe the semi driver was trying to stop at a red light but couldn't and crashed into the teacher's truck. Tonight, police here in Indianapolis are looking for the suspect in a deadly shooting at a gas station. This is a story we first brought you last night at 11. The shooting happened at the Phillips 66 near Washington and Post Road. The Marion County coroner tonight confirms 35-year-old Anthony Harlan Jr. died. Tonight, hundreds of Indianapolis families have a holiday meal thanks to this event hosted by the city's Office of Public Health and Safety. This took place at the Kings and Priest Ministries. People were able to get a turkey or a ham and fresh produce. These events are free, no registration is required. The next distribution will be Friday night at Christ Church Apostolic on the north side of Indianapolis from 5 until 7. Tonight, there's a new basketball spot on the east side of Indianapolis. This is the Pavilion at West Montgomery Park. It's a $2.7 million project featuring 2 full-size courts and 2 half courts. Plus, there are bleachers and a lighting system all covered by a roof. People can play from dawn until dusk. Remember, you can find all of our latest local stories anytime on our 13 News app.